Why you think that?
Because it ain't blue. It's sitting on the floor. It is on the floor though.
Oh, it's got to be on it.
Yeah. Nigga said, I think what I know. I think it can't. I think it's not church.
Okay, I said 8%.
How you know? Because it ain't church. Because it's on the floor.
What's the why? It's the Kraze. What's the why? What's the why? It's the Kraze show. What's the wave? It's the Kraze show. What's the wave? What's the wave? It's the Kraze show. What's the wave? It's the Kraze. What's the wave? What's the wave? It's the Kraze show. You know exactly what it is when you play it, dog. Miss Kraze got them going crazy. It's the Kraze show.
What up, y'all? Welcome back down to another episode of the Kraze Show. I'm your girl, Miss Kraze.
I'm your boy, Mr. Cliff Note.
And I'm your man's over here, Mr. W.
Ain't nobody
Mr.
even
Wrong.
tell him, look, bro, we introduced you, but good job.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nah, you
I
did
jumped
it,
the
nah.
gun. I jumped the gun.
And it's DJ Chris B on the ones and twos.
And as always, Mr.
T.m.p.
on the productions, 867 Films.
Can't see my face.
Can't see his
T.m.p.
face in the witness protection program. So listen, y'all, tonight we're just going to kick it. This is like what we call our open discussion show. We're going to talk about some shit. We're going to talk about these relationships, the good and the bad.
I feel like I messed up a little bit.
No, you good.
You
We're
know
going
what?
to tap into...
I'm saying you don't want to introduce
Hey, and we also got
right.
your boy, Mr. Wrong, in the building.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, my man. That's what's up. You know, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Big.
He introduced himself, so you know what I'm saying. We had to do it
I
again.
appreciate it. I felt like
My
I had to
bad,
make a clean
Ron.
slate. You know what I'm saying? But, you know,
My
'cause
bad.
I felt like I was part of the crew, so I jumped in.
Absolutely.
Like, hey, listen to me. Like, you know.
Absolutely. No doubt, Mr. Wrong in the building.
Yeah, no doubt.
And like I said, we're just going to touch up on some stuff tonight. How y'all feeling?
Oh, man.
I'm good. I can't complain.
Oh, I forgot. We're going to get into Mr. Cliff, my co-host. He just dropped a new project, last week?
Yep. November 5th, Note to Self dropped. Mr. Cliff Notice on all streaming platforms.
Boom, there
Crazy.
it is. So we're going to get into some joints off of that for you. That's a fire project, too. I heard
Appreciate
it. Dope.
Appreciate it.
And we're going to hear some of the songs throughout the show. So let's talk. What up? Let me see. What I want to talk about. We were talking about before the cameras came on about Kevin Samuels. Some
Kevin
people said, let's talk about that. Some people said, no. I said, let's go for it.
Well, from what I've seen of Kevin Samuels, speaking from a man's point of view,
Yeah.
you know, I think that he has a lot of poignant points.
Okay.
He just has a fucked up way of delivering them that rubs women the wrong way. So,
I agree.
And, you know,
What's your take on it?
my
In the mic.
opinion,
Bring it to you. There you go.
I feel like Kevin Samuels is speaking from a point of view of things that most men really do feel. It's just that by women not understanding, just like we don't understand how y'all operate all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's always a conflict, because I just had a conversation with a family member of mine. I ain't gonna put nobody on blast 'cause they might be watching, but and she was like, you know, I just feel like I don't want to be with him no more because, you know, he just don't know how to love me. I said, see, that's the difference between men and women. Like, men, we are real kind of simple when it comes to that. Like, we really be like, you know, we need this, and this, and we'll tell you, because we are like problem and solution. This is how God created us. Just like God created y'all emotional. So
Okay.
her thing was, I feel like, you know, you should know who I am. You should know me by now. I shouldn't have to tell you. That's not always the case. You know
Who
what
are
I'm
we speaking on again?
saying? A family member of mine.
family
You
member,
trying to make me
okay.
tell on him. I ain't snitching.
Okay.
You know, so I feel like Kevin Samuels in that role is kind of talking from that point of view of saying, like, listen, this is how men think. This is how men think. And the reason why most men,
Talking about Kevin
the
Samuels.
reason why most men don't, you know, most women don't understand this is because most men ain't gonna say this, because they ain't gonna mess up the opportunity. Because if you say this to most women, they're gonna be like, "Oh, we ain't messing with him," so he's gonna mess the opportunity from them to get on. So that,
I disagree.
You disagree with what part?
I mean, it's not that what Kevin says about women that makes them feel like they don't have a shot. That's not what it's about. He's more deeper than that. I think he touched on stuff that men don't have enough knowledge to talk about. Period. I don't think men are doing the research and digging deep, and they don't have the knowledge to
Well,
because they don't bring what
we
he
don't have the
talks
knowledge-
about to a relationship.
But we don't have the
He
knowledge of
telling
telling
y'all how to do it too.
we don't have the knowledge of telling y'all how we feel or how we think. We telling y'all how.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm
we're
saying to think on the level of a Kevin Samuels.
no, but see
that's the point I'm
what
making.
he's talking about is actually trying to give women insight of what we actually want and what we think, and
Right.
his way of delivering it makes the receiver
Sensational.
not receive
Not
the
understand
message.
it, and I
Absolutely.
get that.
It's
Not all the
sensational.
time.
He is an asshole.
We
He
talked
can be
about
an
how
asshole, you know.
he's sensational
But what
for a
he's
reason.
what he's saying though, if you really get to the root of what he's saying, a lot of the time, and I can't say really a lot of the time. I've only seen like maybe 4 or 5 of his videos.
Are you sure?
Guaranteed,
That's not
guaranteed.
enough, but that's
Well, I watched The
enough.
Godfather.
I seen about 4 or
You
5
know
of
what I'm
them.
saying?
But what I can say about those 4 or 5 videos that I saw,
That's
he
what
was
called
saying
himself.
stuff that was actually on point with what we thinking.
Absolutely.
That just was delivered in a way that y'all be like, oh, fuck this nigga.
Right.
You know
And
what I'm saying?
I don't even think it's his delivery all the time. I think he really sometimes he's very direct and he listens, but I just don't think he always gets it right. I don't think he gets it right when he says that it's over for women at 35. I think you dead wrong. He shoot him down at 35. Are you kidding me?
Can I say this? Let me just say this.
Go right ahead.
Okay, you gotta understand the platform of which Kevin started from. He started from a platform where women were saying that even the interview that made him go viral, right? Even the interview that made him go viral. The thing was, she was saying, "I make this amount of money, and I'm not settling for anything less than a person who makes at least what I make." He said, "So what you saying is you want the top 10% of men." So reality is he's really rooting for that bottom 90% because he like it's a whole bunch of good dudes out here. Why are you 6 feet tall, 6-pack, 6 figures? This is so many women that want this specific man. And then when you get him and he starts cheating, then all men are dogs. No, there's
Okay.
90% of men that women are not interested in because they don't fit this criteria.
Yeah.
So what he's saying basically is if you keep waiting on that, you gonna die alone because it's too many of y'all.
So
it's
let me
already
say
more
this.
women than it is men. You
So
feel what I'm saying?
So let me say,
That's one of
I
the points
do
that he
like how
makes.
he addresses people's unrealistic expectations. So, women hop on there all the time. Oh, I want a 6'5" man with a 6-figure job and no kid. He be
Yeah.
addressing men and women's
Right.
unrealistic
Exactly.
expectations
I
in
agree.
a sensational way. When he want to roast people about it, you want this and you look like this, or you want this, but you'd only make that. He be telling the men they don't make enough for the
Yeah,
type
but
of
what
women
I-
they
what I
want,
think- what I gotta
and he
say
be
to that
telling
is
women
this.
they not pretty enough for the type of man they want.
Let me
Right.
say this.
Or are they not willing to deal with what the type of man they want is got it going on?
I think he needs to tap more into women who's not looking for that 6-figure man.
That's exactly what
Who's
he's
not
saying.
looking for the 6 feet man.
But that's what I'm saying about
Why
being
don't he tap
realistic.
into the women who's
He
only
telling
looking
people
for
to
the
be
women-
realistic
those financial men.
about
These
their
are the women who tap in.
expectations. That's what he
Not all
telling
the
people.
time, bro. I watch his shows.
Listen, T.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. My
Go ahead,
bad.
Chris.
My bad. My
No,
apologies.
it's cool. He just telling people to be real about their expectations because people get ahead of themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
do.
Trying to get something and they shooting for something when in reality, if they were just a little bit more realistic, they probably have a better time with the type of options they got.
Right. Exactly. And period.
That's
like
right.
because I've seen successful men, 6-figure men, high value men, if that's what you want to call them, date women who they took from JCPenney's
This is
and
exactly.
Macy's.
Exactly.
So encourage women to stay positive and because you never know what kind of man looking at you. A lot of men on that type of level don't necessarily want that in a woman.
But what I'm
They want to change her Reeboks to Chanel sandals.
right. but
Biggie,
see
you
the
feel
whole-
me?
but
Let's
the whole-
go.
But the whole thing is.
Chime in, y'all.
But the whole thing, it ain't gotta be Chanel sandals when you're talking about building a household and communities and solid foundations and families. 'Cause that's really what it's
Right.
all about. Because everybody ain't gonna be able to give you Chanel sandals. So is that what the dream is? So what he's saying is for the women who feel like that's the dream, it's only a certain amount of men who gonna be able to give you that.
Bro. But that's
Yeah.
not what I'm saying
You know
neither,
what I'm
though.
saying? It's only a certain amount of men that's gonna be able to give you that. And listen, I'm not. What I'm
Nah.
saying. Listen, what I'm telling you. I know
not
some
true.
dudes that's good dudes out here. They just can't go buy you a Birkin bag. They can't go buy you a Louis Vuitton bag, but they're going to make sure the grass cut. They're going to make sure the groceries is in. They're going to make sure you secure.
But that don't mean
They're
they
gonna
gonna
make
stay
sure
there
you pay.
forever.
About your expectations.
They can
That's
grow.
all.
They can get to a level where they can buy Birkin bags. What's wrong with that?
No,
What
and
you mean?
Hold on.
The Birkin bag might be the whole month's rent. So you made to do all this for you to do what? My thing is for what? If I'm taking care of
See,
home,
you looking at it the way
people
you're
can
looking at it
shoot
from
for
a
who they
positive
want to
standpoint.
shoot for.
but the whole thing
Because
is
if a Birkin bag every blue moon is what makes your woman happy, you strive for that. The whole goal is to keep her happy.
I get that.
What's wrong with keeping her
no,
happy?
Listen, what I'm saying is, but it's certain men who ain't gonna be able to reach that level because that's just how the world is created.
Of course.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
We get it.
We talking about a $1,600 purse.
So Kevin Samuels should talk to
$3,600 purse.
men on
when
that
that could have been
level.
3
That's my
months
point.
rent.
But
Why
we
do
can
you need
talk
that?
to them
That's the
men.
whole thing. Why do
We
you
can-
need that
we
right
can
now?
speak
When
to-
you're dealing
Yeah.
with this kind of dude, I'm saying.
We
I
can
think you
speak to
turning this
both.
whole thing around to something more pettier than what it is. We're not talking about those type of situations, the Birkin bag and stuff. It's deeper than that, guys. It's
No
deeper.
doubt.
But
absolutely. I'm
it's
just making a point of that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but
Because
we
a
was
lot
talking
of
about
women,
Kevin
that's what they go
Samuels,
for.
so that's
Yeah.
why I kind of wanted to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He
But I
speaks to
think that-
women on a deeper level than that.
Yeah, I just think that that's an example.
I just want to talk about if y'all thought he was a little feminine or not, but I think y'all didn't want to talk about that.
Man, you know that. Come on, no.
Yeah, they don't want to talk about that, y'all.
Because Kevin said, no, I don't believe that.
Chime in.
I don't believe that. I believe
don't
he.
wanna talk
I
about that
believe
part.
anytime that you say something to somebody that they
Kevin
really don't have
Samuels is the
a
topic
rebuttal,
right now. Y'all
they
tune
go
in
into
on
the
the Kraze
diversion and want to go off in diversion something else. They did the same thing with almost every celebrity that come out when
Mm-hmm.
it's something they don't agree with. So I don't go dig into. I'm saying like
I
don't
hear
listen to
that.
the messenger.
Yeah.
Don't judge the messenger. Listen
I'm
to the
with you,
message.
Ron.
So
Oh, yeah.
is
That's
the
why I
message
said a
what
lot
he's
of-
saying correct?
A lot of times it's dead on.
Do a lot of women need to stop twerking?
Absolutely.
And
No,
stop
I mean
really-
that's their preference. That's an
Listen,
art.
but listen,
it depends on how they use it.
Listen,
it's dancing.
Tosh, listen,
Oh my
listen.
God.
But a lot of times,
But if you know men view that a certain kind of way and be like, okay, I'll mess with that. Would you marry her? No. It's putting you in a situation.
yeah, like
I ain't
you know.
never seen a woman not get married for twerking yet. What is he
Well,
talking
no,
about?
it's
I didn't say not get.
But
I didn't
this is the
say not
thing.
get married for twerking.
But then,
I'm not
but what
saying
he's
not get
saying
married
is,
for
Them the
twerking.
ones getting married, the twerkers.
I didn't say that. I ain't
Them
saying
the
that.
ones getting married, boo.
I ain't saying
I don't know
that,
what he
though.
talking
I'm not
about.
saying that. I'm saying if a man is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Not the floor.
Look at him. He sure thinking
I
about
got the
He
floor.
would have swooped up back in the day.
I'm just saying.
Listen, yes.
Go ahead, Chris.
So, people, I feel like number one, people point out that he feminine because they feel they don't like the type of advice he giving. So, number one, that's it. People try to slander you. And, they try to use the fact that he a camera. They done found these old pictures and all of that. I get all of that. People who don't like the type of information he is and feel like he dogging women, which I don't like a lot of the shit he say. But at the same time, you just got to understand, it's all sensationalized. It's all for views, clicks, likes, comments. That's how you monetize your platform, to be sensational. And, that's his job, is to be sensational.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line with that. People want to call him feminine or sassy because he proper and prim. Then that's just what it is.
really
but at the
does.
same
He's really
time,
like
I
that.
feel
believe
like
that,
But it's
People
all,
slander.
Okay.
it's cannot.
Aren't men the first people to tell y'all if we think somebody feminine?
yeah.
Yes, we are.
Men
Not all
try
the
to
time.
men
Y'all
throw
Y'all miss it sometimes.
men throw homosexuality
Sometimes
around
women peep
as a
that
slur
shit
all
because
the
we know
time.
what we know, and we know. I'm telling you, it's different.
Well, see,
But
my whole
the thing
this.
is, it deflects away from the message
Flat out,
that
my
he's
God.
saying. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
Like
You know what I mean?
what he's trying to say doesn't really weigh in on whether he, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the
if
case or
if
not?
he says some shit that's accurate, it don't really kind of matter
If
what
he's
he
gay or
into
not.
in the crib. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know.
No.
If somebody tell you,
though.
It
if
do.
somebody tell you,
Because a lot of gay men just don't like women. They
like,
jealous of
here's an
women.
example. Here's an
But it's-
example.
but-
Here,
but-
hold on.
Hold on.
Hold
on.
How do you even? How do you
Cliff
know
Note
that?
got the floor.
Here's an
Let Cliff
example.
Note get
So
the
if,
floor.
if he say something like a man is not really tripping off a woman that work at McDonald's as long as she got a fat ass. I don't even know if he said that or not.
That's a hell of a.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's a hell of an
But
example.
it's a valid point that I'm
Right,
saying.
I understand
here.
what he's saying. I
You know what I'm
understand
saying?
where he's coming
If he says that, but he's gay, that don't really change the fact that a man don't really give a fuck if a woman work at McDonald's or not, as long as she got a fat ass.
Right. I mean,
You know
but
what I'm saying?
it could
Which
make
speaks
the-
to your point
it
that
could
you was
make,
making.
It could make how he view women. It could mean something of how he
I
view
mean,
women.
I get that, and that might be
and
why
that's
the
probably why it
delivery.
comes off insultive. You know what I
That
mean?
might be why the delivery of the
Exactly.
message. Like, for example, is like somebody could
wanna
be
be
like, here's an
sensational.
example. Somebody could be like, somebody that don't brush their teeth ever
Mm-hmm.
and they breath stink. And somebody might be like, look, you might, you know what I'm saying, want to handle, you know, you brush your teeth a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Find a
Right.
nice way to say it. Or you could be like, nigga, your breath smell like bus seats. The fuck going on? You know what I'm saying?
And that's
the
Kevin, right?
but
Not
I'm saying
bus seats.
the message might still be accurate. It's just the delivery of it
Yeah.
might be, you
But
know.
I still don't think he's all the way accurate because he said out his own mouth his mom got married at 50-some years old. So why you keep telling 35-year-old women that it's over for them?
His job is to be sensational, Tasha.
Yeah,
His job
Tosh,
is to be
I got-
sensational,
Not all the time.
so he can get the clicks, likes, and the comments.
And what he
Okay,
was
could I-
basically
But
saying is,
no, that's one way to look at it. But he want people to take him serious. He's dead serious.
but what he
I mean,
what
but
I
that's-
what I got out of what
That's
he was
part
saying,
of it, though. That's part of the hook.
and what I got out of what he was saying with a lot of shit is like your options change. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
And that's that. And say that because it's not over for
But
him.
see how it's the same message, but in a just not as harsh way.
He do say
It's
that.
not the same message
It's the
though.
It's the same message.
Same message.
No,
The
it's
opposite
not.
change,
It's
it does.
over, and then you just have to choose a certain type of men. It's two different things.
Your options change. Certain options that you might be rooting for is over. you know what I'm
So
saying?
because I gained 10 pounds, I got to date a nigga
Yes.
at McDonald's for the rest of my
It's
life.
not cut and
it's
dry
not
like
fair.
that. It's not cut and
That's
dry.
how he put shit,
It's-
bro.
no,
Okay,
Why
can I-
not
can I-
watching
He puts
Kevin?
it, but that's not what he's saying.
Yes, it is.
I want to say this.
He's not watching Kevin.
Listen,
The ones that I've
listen,
seen
listen.
he wasn't
Kevin
saying that.
told
Let
a
me-
girl
can I
that was
break it
my
down?
weight, "You overweight, baby," and cussed her out about it. You overweight.
All right, let Mr. Wrong get the flow.
You
We're gonna let
overweight.
Mr. Wrong get the flow.
And she's shaped like a mother. And man, y'all better don't get me
So
started.
I'm gonna do a pros and cons, right?
Oh
Now
man,
the cons. I'm gonna go start with the cons when it comes. I'm gonna go with the cons when I talk about.
we got to get into another
about
subject. We're
Kev-
gonna give him about 10 more seconds.
Kevin Samuels on this. On this, the cons. He kind of generalizes across the board when it comes. Like he might say a certain height, a certain weight. It's like ain't nobody gonna want that. And I'll be listening like shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't always agree with that.
Right.
But in the grand scheme of it, as far as things that attract men, the things that attract us, he's 100% on. So what I was going to say was this. I want to do a challenge for any woman who don't believe in Kevin Samuels. Go ask any man. Hold on, listen to what I'm saying. Go ask, play whatever video that you would disagree with, and ask any man how they feel. And if they agree with him, then there's something that you're doing or thinking wrong. Because if your overall goal is to attract a husband that you're gonna feel like is gonna be this kind of husband, then you have to understand. Listen, you gotta understand how we think. I'm not. If it was a woman, if there was a woman out saying, "Men, y'all gotta stop," and women don't like, we'd be like, "Shit, women, you crazy." But every woman like, "Nah, she right." After a certain amount of time, like, because it's only a matter of time before a guy like this whole sagging thing, right? 95% of the women that I know don't like that shit. And if you ask any of them, but guys still do it. So it's the same point I'm making. Women still do certain things that men just don't like. Y'all just so caught up in it that y'all feel like, yes, y'all do because it's the style, it's what we do, it's our personality. But we really don't like that shit. And it's the reason why certain women
You don't like it
are
until
not-
they become yours, because that's what
No,
attracted
listen,
you to
so-
her.
so what?
That's what she was
So
doing. You was
we
attracted
listen,
to her.
listen,
So
that-
when she becomes yours, now it's not good for her no more.
Wow, so that you can compare that to the strip club.
But see,
You can compare that to the strip club, or you can compare
you
that
can't.
to movies.
No,
Listen,
you
Tom,
can't.
you can compare it to
No, you
movies.
can't.
You'll go see a movie. You'll go
can't.
see a movie like that shit was good. Would you marry her? Hell no, nigga. That shit. You see how that bitch was act? But it was entertaining. It was entertaining to you. It satisfied something in your
Can I ask you
spirit.
one question? Why so many women out of the strip clubs getting married? Talk to me about
Because
it.
you got a lot of trick. Because you got low hanging fruit that learn how to be able to
Low
survive.
hanging fruit.
Let's be
Woo.
real. You got a whole bunch of low
I don't know
hanging
what that
fruit.
means.
Listen. But you go ask any of them women. Give it 5 years, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What was their experience with this dude that was in the strip club? Because where you met him at is where you could lose him at.
And you got to
Right?
think too. It was always that dude who never got no ass before that finally went to
That
the
was in
strip
the strip
club.
club?
I'm not saying this is the
got
case
them.
all the time, but you got to think. Sometimes you got dudes who have never had a woman before. They was virgins till they went to the strip club, and then meet a stripper that just talked to them and made them think that she liked them, and he proposed to her. She wanted to be married. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, money, all
It's
that.
a
Yeah.
lot of women in the strip club
Yeah.
got husbands.
I'm not
I'm
saying they
explaining
don't.
to you
Listen,
what
Tasha, there's a lot of
happens.
hoes out here with husbands too.
That's my point.
So what I'm saying, you got a lot of
They
you,
winning
and you got a lot
more
of
than
broke.
the settled
You got a lot of
bitches.
broke.
They
no,
winning
listen,
more than the
listen.
average.
But you got a lot of hoe ass niggas out here. Excuse my French, but you got a lot of hoe ass niggas out here who got wives too. So that what I'm saying is, I ain't talking about the bottom of the barrel conversation.
Yeah.
I'm talking about if we talking about because that's a point that Kevin Samuels always made. High value men.
Right.
High value women. So we talking about up here. So we ain't talking about what's going on down here.
But that's
a
what
whole other conversation, Tosh.
I know, but see, he goes around too. He hits on different areas of
No,
it too.
he
I
always-
thought you
he
said we was
specifically
giving him
said-
10
He told
seconds.
one woman. He told one woman that
Yeah, we
she
down
ought to
with
respect men because they built the world. That's it, for no other reason. You ought to respect a man should make you smile just because we built this
He's
motherfucker.
supposed to
And
be
just like we should respect
sensational
y'all
and
because
say
y'all
sensational
both
stuff.
ways.
y'all give birth.
But look,
We
I
should
swear he
respect
said
y'all the
this.
same way because y'all give birth.
All
Same
right,
thing.
hold on. Tasha got the floor.
Yeah, I got the floor right now, right?
Tasha got the
So,
floor.
so he said,
got a lot of
just for that reason alone, we ought to smile when we see a man. And my thing to that is, these are the same men who's killing each other, who's
Not all of
who's
us.
kidnapping our little girls, throwing them in
Let her
trucks
talk.
and shit, who
Let her
breaking
talk.
in our house.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, these the same men he said we're supposed to smile at and respect them. And my thing
Hold
to that
on,
is we
Taj.
can't respect them until we get to know them.
Can I
You
say
have to
something?
give me a reason to smile nowadays. I'm sorry,
right, we
black
gotta-
brothers.
Let me say something.
This break.
Can I say one last thing for that? Just walk out.
Final thoughts.
Final
We're
thoughts.
gonna take a break.
Okay, you say that I'm
saying give us a
analogy,
reason
right?
to smile. We don't trust you guys. We losing
That's
trust in y'all
imagine
now.
Imagine a woman saying, you should be able to respect women because we give birth on this planet. We put life on this planet. Hold on.
That's
and
for
then, And
real.
then hold on. But then a man say, but what about the bitch that slashed my tires and killed my baby mama because X, Y, and Z? So what I'm saying to you is this: it's both ways.
I mean,
yes, it's both ways. You can't look
respect
at
is
one
earned.
way and not look at the other
It's
one
the
the
same
other
way. I'm not saying it's not though.
Yes,
but
you-
my point is, you
That's what
have
you
to.
said, though.
A woman have to prove herself just like the men do. They got to
Yeah,
prove that
so
they're
it's on
worthy
equal planet.
of respect
So
and
you
all
can't
that
say
too.
you can't say a man just gonna say you should.
But I'm
you
saying
should
we're
respect
going
us
off
because we-
statistics
Yes, you
wise.
should.
There's more
Just like we
black
should respect
on
y'all
Okay,
men
too.
these
killing
is
each
final
other.
thoughts on Kevin Samuels.
Final
Go
thoughts.
ahead,
Go.
Tasha. Go, Tasha.
No, I'm just saying we'll come back because for a break we don't do no. On the whole subject on Kevin.
Yeah, on the whole
Fuck
subject.
him. I don't like him.
All right.
No, I'm just
Cliff
playing.
note.
My final topic is
I was just playing.
don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know what I'm saying? If the message is there,
It's serious.
You
Be
know what
so
I'm saying?
deep. Don't throw the baby out the tub.
All right, my message is if you sit around and listen to it, you must like it. And if you don't, then you don't. Everybody got a preference. Opinions is like assholes. Everybody got them. Period.
Yeah. And my final word for this is: don't judge the messenger. Did you get the message?
Oh, you a Cliff note.
Is if a dog bite a dog, it's a dog bite.
My God. You mean?
Oh, that's a
great
break.
show.
That's a break.
We on break, y'all. We'll be right back on the Kraze show.
On the
Go
Kraze.
crazy,
2 and 2.
On the Kraze show.
We off that Kevin Samuel stuff.
The Kraze Show.
Kraze show. We back.
What up, though?
What up, dog?
Oh, you know what? Before we go any further, y'all got to give a shout out. Y'all make sure y'all shop Label Whores and cop y'all a hat, t-shirts. This is shout out to Shadrika with Label Whores. Y'all make sure y'all shop Label Whores. They got some. This is for the bougie bitches. This is for you bougie bitches who like a lot of labels. This is the line for you. So y'all make sure y'all shop Label Whores and cop y'all some of this cold ass gear. Shout out to Shadrik, Drake. Boom.
Label whore.
Label whore.
Now we're about to get into my co-host, Mr. Cliff Note Music. Tell him what's up, Cliff.
Yes, I just dropped Note to Self. It's on all streaming platforms. Look up Mr. Cliff Note. Note to Self. Appreciate it. 8 tracks. Got DJ Dez did 2 tracks. My man's Crate Digger did like 5 tracks. And Merch Music did a joint. I got Pierre Anthony on on the joint that he did. So.
Yeah, that's dope. So which one we about to hear?
What you gonna do? Hello Nurse? Oh yeah, so Hello Nurse, I got a video for it that I completely animated myself. Y'all make sure to check that out. Go on YouTube, type in Mr. Cliff Note Hello Nurse.
Hey,
and
can I say actually?
What's the concept?
Hold on, this
Go
video,
ahead.
because he showed it to me, right?
Okay, yeah.
How long did it take you to make this video?
Man, so if I would have stayed on it, I probably could have got it done in maybe 8 months. Probably would have took longer than that, but it took 3 years.
3. That's why I asked him this question, because I want you to understand how special this video is.
Yeah,
you know
this.
Because I watched it and this shit is incredible.
Thank
this
you.
This video was 3 years in the making. You feel
Yeah.
me?
Thank you.
It was 3 years in the making, so this is some special shit.
Yeah.
So y'all make sure y'all watch it. We're gonna run a video when we air the show. Bet.
Oh, dope.
We're gonna play it right now on set.
Hello Nurse.
Hello Nurse.
Produced by Reed. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. My man's Reed did a beat too. He did Hello Nurse. So
Let's
yeah.
do it.
It's the Kraze Show.
Kraze Show.
Da 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 da. 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 Da 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 da. You're so voluptuous, I love seductresses. And now you up in this place and push you up to this. It's like you need a super dude to be near, and then you wind up in my presence like you knew I was here. Ta-da. Yeah, the power is real, and I hope you got at least a couple hours to kill, so I can see the angel from angles from now and until. The angel high, the angel low, I wonder how does it feel to be amongst us, knowing you should be in a dream. The type of fantasize about when I see on the screen. Try to tell friends it's mine, and they think that I'm lying, and they really don't believe me when they see from behind. A human unicorn in a uniform. You get swarms of the newest forms of the hooligans in your inbox. Me, you'll never wanna let go. So you got Heisman, all them thirsty niggas saying hello. Like, hello, nurse. Help me. Your boy kinda sick, get me healthy. They say that I ain't gotta be wealthy. So what I gotta do to get you? Tell me. Hello, nurse. Help me. Your boy kinda sick, get me healthy. They say that I ain't gotta be wealthy. So what I gotta do to get you? Please, baby, please, don't tease him. You heard I was the shittin', baby, please believe him. We should skip town for maybe just a weekend, and we can get
Got moved to it.
Appreciate it.
That give me Common all day. I've been telling you that though.
I don't think I sound like Common. I think
It's just Common vibe to me.
Okay, I get
Come
that.
on,
Yeah,
y'all
you the
know that.
backpacker.
Nah, I
You
wouldn't
know,
say
label,
that.
you know.
I think it's
fucks
because
with it.
I'm you know what I'm saying, just not really on no gangster shit for real.
Mm-hmm.
People kind of put all that shit in like Common category.
You said that for one category, but when you ain't motherfucking
If you ain't
gang,
shooting motherfuckers,
you
you
ain't
Common.
gangster or-
You Common? Nah, it's in between. Come on now.
Let me see.
No, I'm just saying that's what people be saying.
Speak.
Cliff, see, by me being from that circle and that energy, Cliff give me that reflection of that era of that I ain't gonna say era, that's crazy, but taken from that era of that energy, that hip hop era that Detroit had. It was a Detroit hip hop, like, and it's crazy
Facts.
because you got spurts
Big
of it
facts.
in the industry, like,
You from that.
Village. I'm from.
Right.
For sure.
Slum Village, even M and all, but it was like it was that's what it gives me. That rawness, that right there, that shit crazy.
Appreciate
It
it,
was
brother.
fire.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit crazy.
I mean,
Appreciate
we
it,
talking
appreciate it.
about a whole artistic collaboration. I mean, with the visual, and the whole cartoon take on.
Oh man, y'all gotta see the
song.
video.
Y'all gotta see it. Shout out to Mr. Cliff No. Hello,
Shout out.
Y'all just
nurse.
saw that.
Appreciate it.
Y'all just saw it. That's what the video. That shit crazy.
It's
Yeah,
dope.
so y'all gotta check that out.
Appreciate
But man, we can't be putting our people we can't be boxing them in. We gotta just say, here's something else. You know what I'm saying? Here's
Right.
another category. Here's another lane.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like to think I'm on my
And it
own
ride
shit.
too, though.
You know, we got the artistic aspect, and we got the lyrical. We got the descriptors, the
Yeah.
adjectives. We got the real, wordplay. So that's what
Absolutely.
we looking for, and we appreciate you, Cliff,
I
for just dropping
appreciate
some
it.
dope shit.
Thank you.
Real talk. That
Thank
was
you.
dope.
I appreciate y'all. I
I
appreciate
can't wait to
it.
get into some more, though. We gonna get into some more that in a little bit, y'all, cause these niggas ain't gonna have me here down here all night though. We started. Let's go. What's trending, y'all? What's trending? What's trending in the topic? What's popping out here?
Man, that Astro World. Let's talk. Ooh.
I was just thinking that too. Like I
That
still don't
Astro
know what
World
actually
crazy.
happened with that though. Somebody told me Drake came out on stage and motherfuckers died. Like, was it that simple? Was it that cut and dry? Like,
So
what?
nah, it's a little more complicated. So let's start here. We gonna start with like
They say like he the new Michael Jackson. They came out. They was,
So we
Was
gonna
it
start with
75 people or
the
something like
energy
that?
was up before the concert even started. So let's talk about how they saying this man be encouraging and inciting kind of rage like mosh pit type vibe. That's what they saying. Yep.
Drake?
And this is a crowd
Travis
of
Scott.
50,000. I don't know, like outside of a U of M game here in the D, because I don't know if the Lions pulling in 50,000, but
Barely.
you know,
Got 50,000 seats.
I'm just wondering, like, when do we have that kind of event size in this region?
It's festivals. And they are huge. It's like a Coachella. Coachella is huge.
What
Yeah,
we got
Coachella's
is nothing
big.
like that rivals a Coachella in the D.
Well, we don't have enough, but you got to go to Rolling Miles. You got to go to the festival.
Okay, yep, in
Right.
the major cities. I got
Right.
you because, you know, we
Oh, that's what
trying
it
to get up
was?
there.
Yeah.
Well, I think he had his own festival.
Astro World is his
Oh.
own concept of a 3-day, 2-day festival where
seen
he
it.
having special guests drop in, just like Drake have OVO Fest.
Oh.
We got Made in America with Jay-Z Fest. Everybody
Right.
trying to create their own festival. SZA made her own fest, or somebody made their own fest. So everybody making their own festival.
That's-
I didn't even
what
know
they
about all
doing.
these fests.
Yeah,
Right.
you know, just like Rock the Bells. You know, I wish I would have attended
Yeah, I
Rock
fucked
the
with
Bells.
Rock the Bells.
You know, everybody got a festival, Afro punk, whatever. But
Yeah.
this man was creating his own festival, his vibe. The vibe would turned into a surge or a rush where the crowd started pushing and surging toward the stage, and it ended up trampling and rolling over folks. And there
Damn.
happened to be some young
That was
kids
crazy. How many
So-
people was killed?
8 people died.
there. 8 people.
God damn.
Okay.
People die. Yeah.
And like that's just
Wow.
from people like not having enough exits, not having enough ways to move about, and everybody
Right.
panicking and everybody self-preservation kick in. You trying to get out of there,
Mm-hmm.
and people
That's why I
pushing
don't
over
go
weak,
to the.
weaker
I
people.
don't
and
do
that's
the
what happens.
over extremely crowds
Damn.
no more. I'm not into them.
Yeah. And
I'm just not into them crowds.
They was
no
just
more.
trampling people.
Yeah, it got crazy.
Yeah.
And I
It
want to
got
give all
crazy.
my condolences to the family. Like, everybody out there that was going
That
through
lost
some crazy.
somebody. Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
actually, my son was supposed to go out there and take pictures with
Oh,
our
I'm
boy,
sorry, y'all.
Damn.
Because he doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? And he was
Right.
kinda like, doing, so he was supposed to go out there with them. And,
Damn.
some circumstances made it where he didn't go, but, you know what I'm saying? But that whole little situation, bro, like, listening to, like, the stories,
Right.
shit I'm talking about, sound like, that
See,
sound
I ain't
like
really
some-
heard no stories.
Something crazy,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
they
just
couldn't get
heard
no help.
like what I said. What somebody told me is what I heard. So like I ain't really get no
I've heard stories
details.
that somebody was running through the crowd, like injecting people with a
needle,
with
yeah.
drugs, and people was that was another reason why people
Straight up.
Yeah, like people start panicking.
I heard trample. I heard somebody lost their life, like watching them get trampled. It was crazy.
The big news is that they're saying that it was intentional, that he did it on purpose.
Who did?
What's his name?
Travis Scott.
Oh,
They're saying that he is into making chaos. And so they're trying to really, like, lock him up. They're really trying to lock him up, saying it was intentional.
No, I mean you could ask people to be excited.
Shit out of people, though. He had people jumping off balconies.
Like I said, it's normal. Like Little Uzi Vert do that. Tentacion, it's young people shit. It's
Yeah,
new shit.
for real.
Rappers are like rock stars now. They have festivals for days. Like, I mean, it's been going on for years. It's just new to us.
Right.
But
Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that.
jumping off
Absolutely. Mud pit, mosh
What we
pit,
on?
all of that. Surfing, crowd surfing. Absolutely.
Oh, the Astro World Festival still, yeah.
Yeah, so
That was
this is
pretty
he about to
stiff.
get sued. He getting sued.
Oh, yeah, he
Lawsuits
about to sue
rolling
the shit out of
in.
it.
And, I'm just wondering how it's going to play out for future,
Mm-hmm.
festivals and what the restrictions is going to be. But that's definitely trending. So we can send our prayers to them people.
That's
Right.
crazy.
I'm sure he got insurance.
Yeah, I
but
just heard
still.
TMZ,
Yeah,
who is a reliable source, said that the policy only $26 million, and they saying that ain't nearly enough to cover what these victims. We talking
Right.
about dead and injured,
Yeah.
because the dead is 8, injured is like the hundreds. Okay, I don't know if it's low or high, but that ain't enough to cover all them claims.
Everybody's suing. You can believe
Everybody's
Damn.
suing. So
I would be
This
too.
young
I
man-
Shit,
we
8
just
is a
hope
lot
this-
of people.
That
I can
is.
imagine how many got injured.
Right.
So we just hoping this young man, Travis Scott, this young black man who had a successful reign in rap music, we hoping he can just maintain
They say
throughout
that,
all of this, and we hope the victims can get what they need and all of that. So we just hope all parties concerned come out okay.
That's deep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
That's deep.
Just
else?
real quick, the Golden State Warriors back on top. My boy Steph Curry out here.
Oh, you know what I wanted to do
killing
too?
niggas.
Oh, ooh.
I wanted to say, talk about what's trending. The DJ that we just lost.
Equad.
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 Shout out,
Yeah,
rest in
man.
peace
Rest
to
in
DJ
peace.
Equad.
He was a
Man,
good
Did not know
dude.
him personally,
Woo.
but
Good dude.
And it's like I didn't even
Nobody
know him,
knows.
but just the spirit that I'm seeing
Good
that he
dude,
left,
man.
that everybody said he left behind. I'm like, whoa.
yeah,
I-
that's
Equal was a good dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was pretty sad.
I think he might have gave me my first interview. He was working at a college radio station.
What?
wow.
Yep.
Equal, man.
What?
Equal was good
Crazy,
people.
bro.
Yeah, I just keep seeing stories like I didn't know him
Man.
personally.
They
but
having
I
some.
just-
Dean Beans is having something that. Well, he's part of something that they're doing for him
yeah.
coming up soon. But see, I'm not gonna even get into the. I'm not gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta send my love though because it was really, really
Yeah,
touching.
that's crazy.
I'm just hearing like he was just a lover
But
of music.
I did hear also that it might have been COVID related.
I don't know. I
Well,
can't
haven't
even
heard
speak on
anything
what.
about what
Speak
that
on
is.
it.
Yeah, but I
I
don't
have
want to
no
speak on it
idea.
too. But it's
But-
just it was just heartfelt in the community. Everybody felt it. All the DJs.
All the presents.
no
Yeah.
doubt.
Yeah. So rest in peace. Sorry, rest in.
Equal.
We praying for the family of Equad.
Yeah.
All right, I just wanted to get that out. What else popping?
Well, Kanye West $50 million
Yeah,
Listen.
yeah,
I
yeah.
said
What
So,
Kanye do?
so,
I
so
ain't even know that.
basically,
What Kanye do?
Kanye, Beanie Siegel came up with the word Yeezy. He was started first one calling Kanye Yeezy.
Mm-hmm.
So Yeezy is like, Kanye is like, I owe him for that. I got to give him some money. He said that on Drink Champs. So word is Kanye gave him $50 million and 5% of Yeezy.
No, but I don't believe it.
5%.
Like,
stop.
hold
Stop
on,
it.
is
Yeah,
contract
absolutely.
saying Beanie get that somewhere?
Listen.
Or he
He-
want
I-
that?
Listen.
He said he gave him
No.
5
Who
million.
said he gave?
No, 50
to?
million. 50 million. Did I say 5 million?
You said 50.
50 million.
50 million.
Who did
50
you hear
million.
say that?
Listen. Okay. Let's back up. Let's back up.
It was audio.
Ye, my apologies. Ye was on Drink Champs, right?
I seen his fat ass looking weird and out of body type. I'm just playing. God, I'm just being silly. Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm glad this is a good topic because I have a whole different respect for Kanye after the interview. I really do. I
I mean,
really
if he-
thought Kanye was
especially
on
if
some
that's
wild
true.
shit. Like this nigga bugging. But listen to Kanye talk. I'm listening I'm like, you know what? This nigga really on to something. And we really need to start listening because he like, nigga, I'm doing it. Right? But that's neither here.
I mean, but I think it's still something strange about Kanye, man. Because look how he
I
did.
think
On the
it's-
flip side of that, look what he said about Big Sean.
Listen. Let's get back to the nucleus of Benny Siegel. Right?
Man, he wear that like he ain't taking medication all over his
I think he
face.
say
That's
some
real.
real shit and he say shit I don't agree with.
When
I
he
was
Benny Siegel
riding with
was-
him at
Listen,
first. Go ahead.
Benny Siegel came up with the word Yeezy, right?
Right.
But what he said in the interview was, Benny was the first person that kind of brought me in. He was the one to be like, nah, he with us. So he felt an obligation with Benny for whatever connection they had. And then he started calling him Yeezy, like, nigga, Kanye-Yeezy. And
Mm-hmm.
So Kanye ran with that. Time goes on, things spread. Now you got the Yeezys. He said, "I owe you $50 million, bro, just for giving me that name and that idea."
And let me
And I'm
tell
gonna give you 5% stock in a $1.7 billion company. He's
we can
worth $9
appreciate his loyalty. We can appreciate
That was big
Kanye's
boy
loyalty.
shit.
That's a lot.
We appreciate that, and we can appreciate a man being a man of his word and understanding what
If he put
build
Benny
his
on like
brand.
that, that's amazing.
And I think I'm not sure, but I couldn't really hear the audio, but it was audio of Beanie Siegel saying like, "Nah, Kanye gave me $50 million."
Yes, gave him a check. He did.
Yeah.
He was there at a club.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He gave me
Wow.
$50 million
Did he say
and
when?
5% of Yeezy, so we good.
This all happened in the last week.
That was
So-
a day, like
so,
3
hold
days
on.
ago.
He didn't just like
Yes, he gave him a check for $50 million.
$50 million.
That's
and
big
5%
boy
stock
stuff.
in Yeezy.
Buddy O'Shine.
Because he gave him the name.
Right,
Yeezy.
but that's what I'm saying. Like it's always the
So,
Detroit.
back
That's what I'm
to
saying.
how he
So
talking to
it's
Breezy.
shit that he do this
What
100
he
and
did
shit I
do
don't
for
agree with.
Shine is what he said.
That's it. Like, you ain't got no.
Like
Hey, yeah, he was like, he said that on his gravestone, it's gonna say, "I deserve to be here because I signed Big Sean."
That was some fucked up shit.
that was some whole shit.
Nah,
That was some real
Big Sean. The biggest thing about that would really make it some whole shit if it's true is Big Sean said that he had been with Kanye chilling with him
Yeah.
after that interview.
After the interview, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And he ain't
right,
say none of
right.
that shit.
But it's a couple niggas who done
But that's
said
that part, that's
Kanye
that.
was chilling with them and that he didn't say the shit that he said in these interviews to their face. So, I mean, Kanye is
listen.
bipolar. Let's just go ahead and put that out there.
Yeah.
like to the
Yeah.
third power.
He got
though,
high
'cause
highs and low lows.
he be looking snapped out on these shows. Like he don't look like really out of body.
He been consistent with IE.
Big and fat on
Yeah.
drink champs.
Yeah,
I'm like-
yeah. He been
Like,
doing
he
that
had
since the
Luther-
beginning.
Luther Vandross shoulders in the leather coat. Like Kanye look like a fucking. He look like he had the
Luther
shoulders.
Vandross shoulders.
Did you see him wrong?
Not the Luther Vandross.
It's the haircut that really
Man,
got
he
me
looking
like, what's
spooky.
going on?
Kanye,
The haircut
Kanye walk
fucked
on there
up.
like, you know what happens?
The haircut is
you know what
fucked
happens
up.
after you get a certain amount of money, you start realizing.
You go
like,
crazy.
No, not necessarily go crazy. What happens? You start realizing like it all means nothing. So he like real talk. It all means nothing.
Who he got to talk to?
All
Cause
that.
Kim got the hell out of there.
I
She
wish
said
I
that
had a nigga
motherfucker ain't
I
gonna
would
never
call nigga
kill.
Like, hey, Brody, you know what we can do?
What?
For real.
What the Kardashian tell him? She got up out of there. She got up out of there. That boy got too weird.
Yeah,
for
Yeah,
like,
he don't
shit.
sound like he
But
was,
after 4 kids, though, can we talk about that? Like, you didn't know this man
All
was.
entrapment.
Well, whatever it is.
Kanye turned to OJ. Seemed like to me.
No, I mean, we know
He
Kanye
ain't
got
killed
that
nobody.
word.
He just
I ain't
looked
gonna
spooky,
say.
y'all.
But
Nah, I'm just playing. That's
after
my
4
baby.
kids, you
But he's
gon'
still a genius in music, okay?
he is.
Absolutely.
hey, listen.
Boy's still going crazy with it.
This is a different subject.
What you-
Why did Joe Budden say he was gay or bisexual?
No, he was
Woo!
making a point.
Was he?
And
Because I ain't see the whole thing.
it's just the way they edit it, like they always do.
I ain't see the. From what I
Hold
saw,
on now.
he blatantly said like I don't know what the editing is, what he said around that, but he said that, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
he
what the
said it,
fuck
but-
could he have said before that?
He was saying that the LGBTQ community president or whatever
Yeah.
had signed off to uncancel the baby so he could do Rolling Loud in New York.
Hmm.
He said, so if I wanted to say I was bisexual, how will we get this out? He said, you got to call the president. So he said it and it went viral. He said, oh, that's how you do it. But they chopped it up and they were like,
Oh, like that's just what he said. See, yeah, because I ain't see the whole interview.
So
I'm,
has he like put out a statement that dispelled this
Yeah, he
rumor?
just dropped one like yesterday.
laughing and shit. Talking.
What do you say? I don't know. Like I don't know.
I mean, I guess if you watch the whole shit,
I
it'd
never
be.
see gay and Joe,
But
Budden
all
at
I saw was tweets that said, "Niggas, I ain't
I
surprised."
never got that
That's
from him.
all I saw.
Joe Budden act like Kevin Samuels.
No, he don't.
They
Yes, he
they
is
did the
very
podcast
critical.
together, didn't they?
Yes, Joe Budden is very critical of people.
Very
but
similar.
He just critical, period.
You like pineapple?
But I bet you won't bother Mike Tyson. You ever watch Mike Tyson show?
Yeah, hot boxing.
No,
Hot boxing?
you know he's about to fight. Oh boy.
Ooh.
Whack
I'll
100.
still be scared to fight
Paul.
Mike.
I think Paul Logan was it.
I
Paul
see
Logan?
them getting together and working out.
No, he's about to fight Paul. Like, he don't want to.
Mike Tyson was gonna fight Paul Logan.
No, he's about to fight him.
Logan Paul.
Logan
Damn.
Paul.
Logan Paul.
That's
All right,
the-
y'all,
that's-
who's
that's
hot
the,
and who's not?
Month for high school dyslexia.
Okay, well we talking about music.
Music.
Who's
flat
hot
out.
and who's not?
Who's hot and who's not in the city?
You know, I'm always a fan of the underground shit that you probably won't know what the fuck
Who's
I'm.
hot and who's
Well,
not?
put them out there. Let's put them on.
I fucks with Conway. That been like the shit that I've been
Conway
listening to. Griselda.
and the Machine.
And my cousin is signed with Conway. Love the Genius. So shout out to her.
Love the
But
Genius.
that
We
has
gotta check
nothing to
her
do
out.
with why I fucks with Griselda though. Like
Okay.
Griselda is fire.
Them boys
Okay.
crazy.
So
West
that's
Side.
your hot.
That's what I listen to outside of local shit.
Got you. Wrong. Who's hot and who's not? That's your who's hot. You got-
I fuck with Fat Chance and Keith Anthony. Like that's my picks.
Fat
right now.
Chance and Keith.
They got music out, right?
Fat Chance and Keith Anthony. Like
I ain't even heard.
well, the boys is fired. Like actually, they was on the song Bullpen. I did. You know.
I
what
know.
I'm
I
saying?
know.
Oh, they
they
from
are.
Detroit?
They from
Yeah.
here. They
Okay.
from here. That's why I've been listening to. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that music right there. And I mean, I'm all over the place right now because I listening to that Harder They Fall soundtrack. That shit is crazy.
Who?
The Harder They Fall. That
Yeah.
The harder they fall,
Jay-Z.
man. That's
Oh,
trending.
Jay-Z.
Woo.
Cowboy shit.
Oh
that
yeah,
shit is
I seen it, but I
crazy.
ain't heard it.
Woo.
The
Lots
soundtrack
of
crazy too.
I want to hear the
Skibbity
soundtrack.
wow.
Action.
I love soundtracks.
Skibbity
for
wobbity,
some
skibbity
reason.
doo 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 doo.
Man, that shit
Whoa.
crazy, bro.
Sweet.
The song with Jay-Z and Cudi, that shit crazy.
Cardi?
Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi.
Oh, Cudi. Didn't he just do one with Nas too? Is that on there?
I don't know.
No, that was on the Khaled shit.
Oh,
that
that
was
was.
crazy.
Yeah, they did one not too long ago. That shit. What is it called?
I forgot the name of it.
Chris looking.
Kid Cudi and Jay-Z.
No, I was talking about
No,
Jay-Z and
and
Nas.
Nas.
They just did a joint.
Jay Khaled album came out in the summer.
Oh, I didn't know, but
They wearing suits and
I'm trying to think who's hot to
about
me right
already
now.
home. I know
Me,
about that.
like you know how that. Look at that one right.
Oh, some local shit.
13. Or
Of course,
10.
Beretta. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
No, I'm talking shit.
No,
it was a joke.
I'm just naming shit. Nah, but I had to say that because,
I-
like,
my
you know
ear
what I'm
ain't to
saying?
the
That's the
street.
freshest one in my mind. But for
my God.
for sure, I fucks with
Yeah.
Beretta shit.
Right.
He got the Cartier County shit, and what was the other one?
Rolling Stone.
Rolling Stone.
Rolling Stones.
But also, I fucks with Big Wolf.
Whoa.
Man, Wolf be
What?
Big
dog.
Wolf.
Wolf be saying some
Them
shit,
put me
dog. That
on.
nigga.
Boys is
Put me
crazy.
on.
I ain't no
Dude.
Big Wolf,
Wolf,
man.
Big Wolf might be my favorite out of Detroit right now, dog. I ain't
Big
gonna lie.
Wolf. Oh, I gotta look it up.
Big
What's
Wolf,
up?
Bruiser Wolf is what he go by now. Bruiser
Big-
Wolf.
Yeah, Bruiser game. Him like was crazy.
And Fat Ray, I can't leave out Fat Ray. That's
Listen,
that's
my
bro,
family.
bro.
That's my family.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
Fat Ray.
Right.
My cousin.
And
Sadi Charlie, don't listen to nobody.
damn.
Yeah, I like that.
We got to take a break on the Kraze Show. We're going to get back. We're going to play song 2 from Mr. Cliff Note off the album. Ron, we're going to let you get one in. Fuck
Let's
it.
go.
You on the
W.
show. But it's, you know what I'm saying, nigga? We'll be right back on the Kraze Show.
Let's go.
What up, though? It's Mr. Cliff Note back in here with. I don't want to call you by your real name.
Right, just
Miss Kraze, Chris B, the DJ, and Mr. Wrong. You know what I'm saying?
we about to close
We're
out.
about to close it out. We're going to go into my joint, Guns, off the Note to Self project. Guns produced by DJ Dez. Y'all make sure to, yes, make sure to stream it
It's
on
one of my
all
favorite
streaming
lines.
platforms. Mr. Cliff Note, Note to Self. And yeah,
Cliff
shit
Note.
like that.
We out on the Kraze Show. We're going to rock out to
Yeah.
guns.
Terminator nigga with a gun in his hand, about to bucket anybody trying to fuck with the man. It's semi-automatic class, one at a time. Someone to one of you dying when the bullets are flying from these.
Bald with his gun in his hand. Guns, arguably one of the most single devastating weapons of all time, used by governments, police, and even civilians in certain countries throughout the world.
America's addiction to guns.
The big bad wolf is standing at the door, and we've got to be ready. Our children are sitting ducks in those schools because there's no one there to protect them.
It's a simple idea. Just how easily can you buy a gun?
Nobody has addressed why so many have access to guns. So many have passed just cause so many had access to guns. Nobody has addressed why so many have access to guns. So many have passed just cause so many had access to guns. Automatic weapons wasn't made to kill one. Pull a trigger one time, bullets will still come. Aim that bitch, one spot gets filled up. But wave that bitch, a lot of folks get killed, bruh. A lot of good people done got laid in the ground, all because of motherfuckers they was hanging around. And it's a difficult task not to live in the past where it really didn't go beyond the whooping your ass. But guns are easy to get for when you're beefing and shit. You start squeezing the shit and bullets sinking the shit. You start to bleed when you hit. Pray to who you believe in, you don't leave from this bitch. Bullets do what they do, it gets shoot up at school. Got the parents on the news, say they singing the blues. You don't really give a fuck until you're wearing these shoes, cause you never thought it happened to you. Guns do what they do it not for who they doing it to. So they do whatever a shooter say they wanna do. Pray for the youth, cause all they do is side-eye truth. And niggas ride, live or die, rip aside like juice. They're out of mans when they shot a man right in the chest. They don't wanna fight, they rather shoot a rifle to death. Hot ones, yeah, you're liable to catch. When the pussy turns up, God provided a cat. You don't wanna be the one to see the gun of a chump, because a scared boy that'll be the one in the dump. And now they running them up because they wanna be tough. And the adrenaline rushes when they busting the gun. They say you gotta be dumb if you ain't got at least one. So you see me busting back before you watch me run. To survive, you should do whatever gotta be done. The wise man took heed and when they got a big gun, because nobody has addressed why so many have access to guns. So many have passed just cause so many had access to guns. Nobody has addressed why so many have access to guns. So many have passed just cause so many had access to guns.
My favorite track on there, and definitely thought-provoking as well as a fire-ass beat. Shout out to, you said DJ Dez? DJ Dez. Shout out to DJ Dez, man. Cold-ass track.
World-famous DJ Dez.
Right.
Cliff Note. Definitely bringing that flow, that fire-ass cadence.
Right.
World-famous DJ Dez. Shout out.
Great show, we out. We still going? I thought we was taking out. We was going off with that. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. We gon' look. My bad. I guess we're gonna get one of Mr. Wrong off the new project. I'm sorry, Ron. My bad. Old Head Monologues.
I appreciate that.
It's coming soon. All right. So I do want to show some love to Ron. My bad. We're gonna get into one of his joints, and I think we're gonna, and then we're gonna close out for the night, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all follow and stream. What is it? Mr. Cliff Note, Note to Self.
Yes.
You say you on everything?
Yep, all streaming platforms. And make sure to check out Hello Nurse, the videos on YouTube.
Ah, that's fire.
All that good stuff. So y'all make sure to watch the animated video. I did it myself. I put a lot of time in that shit, so y'all make sure to watch that shit, share it, all that shit.
Creative as fuck, bro.
Appreciate it.
What song we closing, bro? What you closing out with, broski?
We're gonna do a song called Take a Picture.
No, we already did that. I thought we was doing the other one.
We wasn't live when we did that.
Man, we just...
No. So we're gonna do a song, Take a Picture. This song I'm about to drop on this Old Head Monologues project. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Pull up in that Cadillac, ripping on that rat-a-tat. Product of my habitat, feeling like a ball of game 7 in the tunnel. Humble long enough, we in this bitch about to start. I move the lowest on the pole of the totem. Got them O's and we sold them. Came up like I told them. Still holding the scrotum. What we smoking just a tad bit stronger. See them staring, wanna make it last longer. Take a picture. 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 Screenshot.
picture. Take a picture.
Take a picture.
Take a picture.
Take a picture.
Take a picture.
Take a picture.
Take a picture.
Take a picture.
Screenshot.
Screenshot it.
Screenshot.
Screenshot it.
Tell your girl you seen a man, I been by.
Been better. Take a picture.
Take a picture.
Take a picture.
Take a picture.
Now take a picture.
Take a picture.
Take a picture.
Take a picture.
Now screenshot it.
Screenshot.
Screenshot it.
Screenshot.
Tell your mess you saw us, girl. I been by it.
Miss Kraze on the Kraze Show.